Pokemon is messing with us. Now, with the release cycle of Scarlet and Violet, Pokemon has been a lot more active on their social medias. Now, I don't know what it was like before, but I know, for example, that they started a Twitter account about, mid last year, I want to say. And naturally, it makes sense that the way they're marketing it is almost as if we're part of the Pokemon world. For example, during the release cycle of Legends Arceus, they had these reveals with Hisuian Pokemon like Hisuian Zorua and Hisuian Voltorb, and in the case of Hisuian Zorua, they had asked us on their Twitter account to come back with our findings of what we thought that lost footage was, which is a really cool way of actually handling the entire situation. But with Scarlet and Violet, it's felt sort of different. Basically, they're still going with the marketing of immersing us in the world, but at the same time, also not? Let me explain. Basically, it's really been feeling as if they've been trying to break the fourth wall, bringing in the concept of, I guess, meme culture into their, let's say, YouTube community posts or their tweets on Twitter. It's all very one-to-one, yet they still talk through the lens of Pokemon, as if we were in the world of Pokemon that happen to have that same so-called meme culture. It's honestly a very creative way of marketing, and given that, I guess, younger audiences are more into those things at this point, that is an audience that they do want to reach out to. So I think it's very creative on their end to do that. But what exactly are they writing? What exactly are they posting? Well, here's an example. When the second trailer for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet came out, there was a tweet from some popular account, I forgot what it was, and they were basically saying, give us wrong information about the two new Pokemon professors. And what did Pokemon respond with? That they're Pokemon professors? ? Now, why did they respond to that? And why did they respond with a wrong answer? Because it said wrong answers only. And it could really be interpreted in two ways. One, Pokemon may just be just responding to a popular post and saying to reach more audiences, etc. But then, here's a theory that I think a lot of us have been having. That this was basically hinting at the professors being evil. Now, you see, there isn't really much evidence for the professors to be evil other than they kind of just have mean faces, and it would kind of, with the later trailers, like let's say Clavel, who definitely looks evil. Basically everyone in the game looks evil, but point is, Clavel is friends with the professors, so it just seeming more and more like it will line up to just be they're all evil, etc, etc. And this is where it really feels like Pokemon is just messing with us, because why would they go out of their way to do this over and over? Because they've also recently posted, you wouldn't fight a car trainers, which is in response to them revealing this car that definitely looks like a Pokemon. And they're, again, using the negative tense, where it's a negative, positive, whatever type of situation where you would not fight a car because it's a Pokemon. The car is theorized to be a Pokemon. It has a mouth, it has an eye. There's no way that these kids have such a complex car on their own. This is definitely a Pokemon of some sort, whether it be the engine or the car itself, some part of it. As well as the game just having this entire riding theme. So as you can see from their social media accounts, they are really almost playing a game with us, it feels. And I honestly think it's so fun, because I just can't wait to see what it will end up, what this will end up concluding to, because I'm just so curious that I just want to play Scarlet and Violet and just figure it out on my own and understand what these things were telling us. And they may end up getting revealed in a trailer beforehand, who knows? But either way, I think they're being really creative and it is so much fun. But before I end the video, I just kind of want to talk about two very unrelated things that like are just so small that that can't really be its own video, and I don't have enough of them to be its own video. So I just want to mention two things randomly that I thought was pretty interesting. In Pokemon Colosseum and Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness, there is this machine called a snag machine, which basically has to do with like getting shadow Pokemon, etc, etc. And something that I thought was interesting is that it actually looks pretty similar to Nemona's arm. And it has to do with shadow Pokemon, which are basically like evil or whatever. And Nemona, I theorized to be evil. Could there be any relation? She's bad at throwing Pokemon, so she has this like thing on her right arm, which is presumably to help her throw Pokemon, but we still have actually no idea what it is. And I'm assuming that we'll eventually know what it is, but in the meantime we don't. So just makes me wonder, will their number one maybe possibly be shadow Pokemon back? Probably not. Probably going a bit too far with that one. And especially the relations between the snag machine and whatever's on Nemona's arm. That's definitely like, I'm definitely reaching it. But either way, I just thought it was an interesting connection that may possibly hint at Nemona being evil, maybe? I don't know, maybe. Now, for the second theory, on Peony's backpack, there is this symbol on it, and I never actually noticed this before until I just randomly stumbled across it. And I realized it looks a lot like Koraidon and Cyclizar. And I've not seen it. Apparently no one's actually ever questioned what's on Peony's backpack. I at least haven't found anything. I didn't really research it, but whenever I searched up Peony's backpack, I didn't see anything come up, so it doesn't seem like people theorized about it too much, but and maybe I'm just forgetting something really obvious, and like that's something that we all know that I just for some reason can't recall. But either way, it looks a lot like Koraidon and Cyclizar. The colors, almost the shape, it's like a lizard type of thing. And it just makes me wonder, was it hinting towards Scarlet and Violet? Because the DLCs are basically the closest thing to hint at Scarlet and Violet. I feel like Legends Arceus didn't really focus on that perhaps, but like, either way, I'm just curious as to what you guys think of those two theories, and what my thoughts on Pokemon is messing with us with their whole entire social media shenanigans, basically. So yeah, let me know guys in the comments below what you think of my rambling thoughts, and let me know if you have any other rambling thoughts on my rambling thoughts, and we'll all ramble our thoughts together. Thank you guys so much for watching, and see you next time. Bye!